Betsy. Hi, Betsy.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Betsy. Go ahead there.
I was wondering what you thought about doubting salvation. It seems like sometimes I have that issue, and of course, then John, I know it says that you know that you know, and then I hear other people say, if you don't know, you don't go. You know, all those little things that people say, and I was just wondering what you think about that.
Well, when you come to the place of doubting your salvation, what is it that causes the doubt? Is there a thought that's attached to it or a reason?
It could be. It could be maybe I think, you know, if I do something wrong, I'm like, oh, and how could a Christian do that? You know?
Yeah.
And then, you know, and then I think, well, Satan, you know, so I pray and it's, you know, it's not as constant as it used to be.
Right.
You know, it's gotten better, but there's still that issue.
Okay. So what I want you to do in your mind, Betsy, is I want you to change the word doubt to accusation.
Okay.
Because that's what you're getting. See, you're getting accusation. And the enemy says that he accuses us day and night. And so the accusation you're getting is the exact words you uttered. Here they are. How can a real Christian do this? Or how could a real Christian ever think this? And so we call that accusation, and it's being hurled against you, and it's not unusual. You're not abnormal for experiencing that. We all get that. Any Christian, any child of God is hated by the enemy, and the enemy wants to accuse us day and night. And so what I would say is that's a really good sign that you're in a spiritual battle, and you wouldn't care if you were an unbeliever. You'd be like, well, who cares? I mean, what's the big deal? I don't care about Jesus anyway. Well, you sound concerned. You have a love for Christ. You want to understand the gospel. You want to grow. You want to know that you're okay. You'd like to be affirmed in that. You're even learning that the accusation that you dealt with 2 years ago has dwindled in some regard. You've gotten a firmer foundation. So that's a sign of spiritual growth. So what I would say is that when we change the word doubt to accusation, then we learn that there is an accuser, a sin parasite. There's a sin parasite that can feed us thoughts in any moment, and those thoughts don't come from us. They come from the accuser. But see, the accuser would love for you to think it's you. Oh my gosh, look at me, I'm doubting. Oh my gosh, because I'm doubting, I must not be saved. So, you know, what a strategy. It's a 1-2 punch. So you get hit across the head with doubt, and then you get hit in the gut with further accusation. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doubting.
I know.
And so...
And I've talked to people who are so assured, you know, and I think, wow, I wish I could be that assured, you know, and then that makes me even feel worse.
Yes, that's a third accusation. You need to be like other people. Why can't you feel all warm and fuzzy and clean and close all the time like those people? Well, I've been around the block and back, Betsy. I've met a lot of Christians in my day, and let me tell you, everybody has their dark hour. Their emotions don't line up. They feel dirty and distant, and they doubt. But, you know, a lot of folks at church, they're going to have their face on. They didn't just put their clothes on that morning. They put their face on. And so you can't have any confidence or stock placed in other people's level of assurance. I think you just have to come to a place where you say, well, I mean, how many of my sins did Jesus die for? Seems like he died for all of them. Well, did it work? Yeah. Did it work no matter what? Yeah. Well, then how in the world could I lose my salvation? Well, I guess I couldn't because Jesus did it all. End of story. The trial's over. The whiny trial lawyer. He doesn't have a case. He's, you know, the reality is God's like Johnny Cochran in that moment. Why are we even having a trial? There is no trial. Bad analogy. Too soon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's been years, but yeah, the trial's over, and the verdict has been given. And in that case, you know, in your case, the verdict was guilty because you're a sinner like me, and then the punishment was death. And then Jesus took the punishment, and now the trial's over, and it's all paid in full. The fine's been paid. And so You know, you don't have to get in the courtroom with the accuser. It's over.
Right. And that really helps. And maybe if I can change that thinking of it's not doubt, it's accusation.
No, absolutely, that'll help, Betsy. Thank you so much for calling.
Okay,
and just
so much.
acknowledging that that's the accuser.